County, maybe was it 30 days ago at the most, saying, Chris, code compliance went out, following up on a complaint, and about grass growing up and trees and stuff, and she said, we need some help because we didn't realize that there was a house there, and somebody lived in that house. So if I'm in front of your house, and I see what looks like a vacant, dilapidated structure, and somebody lives in there, they were shocked. And so they didn't know what to do. They did not want to do anything. So they called me and they sent me pictures that totally blew my mind. And I'm emotional, but I don't cry every day, okay? So what did I do when I saw the pictures? I called Deborah. And I sent Deborah the pictures. I said, Deborah, this is a situation where the neighbors thought it was a vacant house. Neighbors thought it was a vacant house. Only one neighbor knew that somebody lived in the house. And after they got there, what did they see? So Deborah, I called on City Connections. Deborah was able to go out there, and she didn't believe it either. And she called on a team from a church here in the Chambers area. And they went out and started removing the trees, removing the growth, so that people could see the house. And Deborah actually talked to the senior citizens that lived there, that they didn't know she was there. And when you see the conditions that this senior is still in, because after you can see the house, can you imagine what the house is like on the inside? I was across the street talking to the neighbors, and the young man is in his 20-something. I never knew a person lived there. They thought it was just a vacant house. Some said they didn't know it was a house again. Thanks to the volunteers that City Connections called on, at least all these had to be 20-foot trees. And yeah, I may be exaggerating, but I'm going to show you the pictures. And you're going to say it's 20-foot trees as well. A person is still living there. We haven't given up. I went on site, talked to the neighbors. After going inside, Deborah, we got Carl Williams to get Visiting Nurse Health Systems to meet us out there. We went on the inside, and we talked with her. Within 30 minutes, given the conditions of mold and mildew, I could barely stand it. I went across the street to the neighbors and said, please give me some alcohol. They helped me rub down the arm. And Deborah was still over there talking. Visiting Nurse Health System was still over there talking to build relationships. On another visit one Saturday, you all wonder what we do on Saturday. On another visit one Saturday, Deborah and I, we went and we did some other things to help her out. And we went to one of the other neighbors and talked to him. And he said, yeah, I knew she was there because he had talked to her. He said one day her car had broken down. She drives. But the key thing is, when you see some of these pictures, you will not believe it. A subdivision off a major highway. That people did not even know that there was a house, and some people did not know, just could not imagine a woman living there. Thanks to the volunteers that City Connections called on, now you can see the house. Thanks to the Office of Senior Affairs, now Visiting Nurse Health System is trying to help her to see what is she going to do. So we're not giving up. Meals have been delivered, Deborah. I think I was able to get some meals.
Last Thursday.
Trying to build some relationships so that we can see what we need to do. So we're still working with this homeowner that's having a lot of problems. But again, volunteers, you never know when you're going to save somebody's life. The neighbors thought they were complaining just about a code violation. But it ended up, there's a senior citizen that lives there. And now there's hope. Because we're not going to forget her. We're going to continue to put our arms around her until we can find out what do we need to do. Because there obviously are some things that need to be addressed. So I want to again, let's give City Connections a round of applause. Several hours on Saturdays, we've been out there. Deborah's been out there. Neighbors across the street, neighbors next door. We're building relationships, and we're not going to stop until we make sure this senior is dressed in a manner that she's comfortable with to the extent that we can. So thank you all. As Walt and Deborah has said, you never know when you're saving a life. We never know that. But God is good. We appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.